Hi, everybody. It is Scott Riley, the Market Update Desk, brought to you by Mortgage One. It's April 4th. We're on the cusp of tomorrow's very important BLS numbers. We wanted to talk about that a little bit, what goes into it, why we have concerns on it, and why it's really not as accurate as what it needs to be. One of the main things the BLS Jobs data does is it imputes what is called the birth death model. That is the creation and death of small businesses. Now, this in comparison to the ADP payroll that actually has hard numbers for small, mid, and large size companies for employment growth or decline. This birth death model for the BLS tries to calculate how many companies are starting or ending and how many employees might be within them being created or lost. To give you an idea, yesterday, ADP showed small companies created about 13,000 jobs. I'm sorry, 16,000 jobs, kind of a small number. In comparison, last month, the BLS showed about 180,000 with their birth death model adjustment. Big variations. So these variations, many times, as we've talked about, have revisions downward when we look back at data when it comes in for the BLS to analyze. The market doesn't react the same to revisions as what it does the first initial data. And this is one of the challenges when it comes to forecasting what the market's going to do when we get these jobs report. So tomorrow is going to be very up in the air. The forecast is it's kind of all over the map, anywhere from 150, 160,000 jobs to 225,000 jobs created. Now, keep in mind, that doesn't take into account any revisions downward to previous months, which we most likely will get. And this birth death model just creates this problem. And without using real data, it just shows that the BLS numbers aren't as reliable as what they need to be because the market factors this in and uses this data so much. To give you an idea, we've all heard about all these job creations that have happened. I want to go over something. The last 3 months, there's been a loss of full-time jobs of 1.8 million jobs. Yes, 1.8 million full-time jobs lost. Now, that's been offset slightly by part-time jobs created of 900,000. So what we're seeing is in the BLS report, full-time jobs and part-time jobs are being viewed as equal, which we all know that they're not. So these job gains that we're seeing, the Fed talks about the strength of the jobs market is a fallacy because it's focusing on part-time jobs and they're not indicating this when they talk about it. Now, the unemployment rate currently is 3.9%. That's what's called the U3 unemployment. And this only factors in people that have been laid off, that have been searching for work the last 4 weeks. Anything after the 4 weeks, they're taken out of the calculation like they've disappeared. It's very misleading. The real number, the U6 report, factors in people that are continuing to look for jobs. And that's actually closer to 7.2% right now. So when we get all these things, there's a lot of data that is out there that needs to be talked about. Today we had the ISM Servicing Index that was actually down from 52.6 to now 51.4. One thing that is helping inflation is the prices paid and the employment component of the ISM Services Index both did decline last month, which was good news. On the other front, data today, the jobless claims, initial claims rose by 9,000. Today, we have an absolute parade of Fed speakers, 7 of them, 7 Fed speakers today. Now, they're going to come out and talk and toe the line about, we want to be careful with rate cuts, maybe not as many rate cuts as what people think, and maybe more delayed than what people think. They're going to kind of toe that line. So we're going to see, some very slight variations in the market today. Tomorrow is going to be the big one with the BLS jobs report. So we are a little concerned on that. Now, I will tell everybody we will probably have a very delayed Video Tomorow Senior Analyst Mr. Gibson is going in for some surgery tomorrow to remove a growth on his right shoulder. We're a little concerned. He's almost 12 now. Any surgery is a little concerning. So any thoughts and prayers you could have for Senior Analyst Mr. Gibson would be appreciated. We will get information out as we have time allotment tomorrow. Thanks so much. Have a great day.